Hi everyone, good morning. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a project share. I have been I haven't been doing too much here lately, um, but I want to share the last design that I came up with that hopefully within the next couple days I will send it off to the maker and have it made into a die. In this next release, there'll probably only be a couple of them, nothing crazy. But one of the things that I did create here recently was the bee tote bag, jelly bag. And I know there's a lot of ladies that don't have the bigger machines to cut out a bigger die. And because this is kind of wide, because the handle and the front panel are one piece, this would not fit through a regular Big Shot machine. You would need a machine that has an extended plate, the bigger full-size plates. And I do happen to have one. I'm very blessed to have one, but not everybody does. And this is a bag that I think it's really fun. Um, and I thought this would be a great bag for spring. And what I did was that I kind of divided the front panel into two pieces, which is the handle will be one portion and then the belly of the bag will be another. That way, anybody, whether you just have the regular 6-inch opening Big Shot, you can use this die. Uh, Personally, I like a one-piece die, but a lot of times, that's pretty difficult for other people. And I want everyone to be able to enjoy this particular design. Um, so I've decided to just break it up, like I said. But here is my finished bag that I created for my granddaughter for Valentine's, and I put the bee on a little what do you call these? The springs that bounce around. So I put it on one of those, and I love the way it looks. And here is my Shabby Rose bow die, and this I believe is a small one, and I did hang a little conversation heart bead on there, and I love the way this bag came out. I also love that it looks finished on the inside. I shared this before. You don't see the tabs, but I created another one, and I did a little something different. So let me share that one with you guys. And I added some of these Dollar Tree. A lot of times I don't like to waste a lot of, I'm very frugal when it comes to certain things, and gems is one of them. But these are from the Dollar Tree. You can get a whole package for $1.25, and these are almost like daisies, like flowers. And I felt these were really pretty here, and I did have them up here, but because it's glitter paper, it tends to fall off unless you add hot glue, which for me that was okay because I know that my granddaughter wasn't going to save this or anything like that. So that was fine with me. But if you want add embellishments to this, I highly recommend the Dollar Tree gems that are look like flowers. And I think they have a couple of colors in them. I think they have blue and they have pink and maybe even white. So I felt these were perfect right here. And I love the way it came out. But let me share the new one that I created. Still messing around with the file. Not really trying to complete it because the file is complete. I've tested it out and everything. But I was trying to figure out a way to make it where everybody could use it. And I finally, like I said, did figure out a way that everyone could use it by breaking up the front panel into two pieces. Here's the back of my bag. For this particular one, I did emboss the handle with an embossing folder that had like daisies on it. I added the silhouette band in the B silhouette band in a gold glitter cardstock. And then I had mentioned before that I wasn't too crazy about the black and the hot pink. That I probably thought pink and gold would look better, and I do really like the pink and gold better. For this one, all I did was add a couple of diamond dots for the pupils of the eye. with my fine tip pen, micro pen. I added some eyelashes, and that's pretty much all that I did to this. I didn't do anything. I suppose with this one you could emboss the silhouette to the bee, because you can see that the top part only has the edges, so you'll be able to see any embossing that you do on the bottom layer. But all in all, I love the way this came out. This is the back. This one, because we have that finishing piece that goes in the front, in the full size. I haven't created it for the smaller. I still, that's the only detail I need to do, because I want to create it for the smaller portion, not for the handle, but for the belly part. That way you can do what I did if you want to. And you could finish off your bag where you don't see all the tabs inside. So really the most important piece is this portion. That way you don't see where the tabs are glued to your project. So it's all finished on the inside, but this one, I think you guys can see in there, I created a shaker with this finishing piece. You're able to create a shaker. So mine is a shaker. I'm going to move it slowly. You guys can see that it is a shaker, and I love, love, love the way it came out. Again, the bee, I put it on one of those springs. I don't remember what they're called. There's a name for them, but they're just these little springs that help. I think they're wobbles, maybe something like that. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Y'all remember that commercial? Anyway, it does wobble. And for the bow, right here, I did the again the small bow, and I embossed it in the same with the same embossing folder. This is an Anna Griffin embossing folder. And for this particular one, I did glue that heart double bow piece onto the piece that has the opening. So it's two-tone, because the heart one is a little bit smaller than the one that is loops. And I hung a little, I think you can see it, a pink and gold, what do you call this? The hive, the beehive, not the hive. What is it? Like the honeycomb. I added one in pink. It's pink and gold to hang on the bow. And here I added the long tails instead of the what do you call it? Instead of the tails that go across. That's what I added there. But all in all, I love the way it looks. I didn't add a layering piece to the bottom, but I could, because in the die I am including a layering piece for the bottom. If you're using a designer paper and you want to, use another color, or if you want to add another piece and emboss it, because a lot of times we don't even have to do anything. Right here, I didn't use any designer paper. It's just pink and gold, but the embossing details and the glitter paper just makes it look different, but it's all solid color paper. So it ended up looking really, really nice. I'm very, very pleased with this one. And I love the way the pink and gold, if you notice that you can see the embossing details on the paper, because this is foil paper, and actually this is not foil paper. This is, well, it is. It's gold foil poster board from Hobby Lobby. You can get the large full-size sheets for about $1, and I buy them and I cut them in pieces, like in 4 sections, to make them smaller. And as I'm creating or cutting, I just cut out a portion of whatever I need, and that's what I use, because I love that it's thick. And I love that because it's thick, you can see the details more. But that is all that I have to share with you guys. Like I said, within the next couple days, I will be sending it off to the maker to have it made into a die. But the front piece will be in 2 pieces. And I think that's good too. It's not a biggie. I did try to make it smaller. And when I tried to make it smaller, as you can see, it's really, really small. And I felt like if I'm going to create a design that has a bunch of layering pieces, it's a waste, or for me, to have the bag be so small. Like this thing fits in my hand. And that to me is just too small. Is it cute? Yes. it's cute, but you can't get much in there, and I want you to be able uh, to get a nice size bag for your, more bang for your buck, instead of downsizing and all the pieces being little. But is it a cute die? Absolutely. It would make a cute die, it would, but it would be really, really small. So I felt that you guys might like something a little bit bigger, like this one, which is not ginormous, but it's just a good size bag, especially if you're going to be using them for gift bags. That's what I did for my granddaughter. I used it as a gift bag, and even though it's a pretty good size bag, everything I bought didn't fit in there. Imagine if I had made it small like this, I wouldn't be able to get anything in it. But anyway, these are the two bags um, that I have created so far. I am going to test out the file because I cut it up in two pieces, making sure that everything still lines up the way it's supposed to create the shaker. You can see right here the thickness there. I recommend doing this on the inside. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the shaker to be above or behind the tabs on the side panel. I decided to do them above. Now I wish I had done them in the inside, because right here you can see that it is a shaker. Is it a deal breaker? No, it's absolutely gorgeous. But if it had been on the inside, what you would see, at least on this portion, not the handle, it would look finished like this. It wouldn't have this extra piece here. So that's the only thing. If that doesn't bother you, then you can put it on the outside. If it bothers you, put it on the inside, and it's still going to make a beautiful bag. Also, remember that this piece is going to be split up, so the only place that you're going to see the double layer is about from here to down here, because the handle is not going to be, unless you cut more handles and stack them up. Other than that, they won't be. So it'll be a little bit different, but regardless, it still looks pretty. And I did use white paper, and I felt like it was really stark white. I just took some paint and a paintbrush and just painted the edges, because I did several layers. I think I did like 6. I did several layers. If I had had a die, I would have used the Dollar Tree foam board to cut the shaker part, and I only would have cut one, and that would have been enough. But because this was paper, I had to cut several. Anyway, I love the way it came out, and I will be testing it out and doing the shaker part for the belly of the bag, and then I will send it off to the maker, and hopefully soon we will have a die to create this just in time for spring. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and God bless. Bye.